Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. My name is Leslie. If you haven't been here before, you've wandered across my little corner of the internet. Today, we're going to have some fun. I printed off a huge Winnie the Pooh. Well, not huge, not gigantic, just a nice size. Um, because I am a big Pooh fan, and I'm a Pooh fan who is about to have yet another grandchild come into my life. So, of course, they too need a set of Pooh characters. So here we go. I'm going to bring you down to the table to show you exactly what I do to get these um, cleaned up and assembled. So here we go. We'll go down. I hope you guys are having a great day. I know it's just the beginning of the week, but sometimes you gotta go with the flow and hope the rest of the week is nice. So these are called supports. They look like trees. And to get them off, I just use a pair of needle nose and I very gently start taking them off. I do not want to break them, okay? I want to break the supports. I do not want to break the character. And sometimes once you get them started, they just peel off like butter. Okay, and then you can be left with pieces like this one. Let me see if I can show you there. He's sticking up off the side there. It's very hard for you to see, but I just take them and I pull. And if it doesn't come all the way off, I have this nifty little tool and I just go around the edge and it removes any that was left behind for me. And then, see, what do I have that's dark that I can to show you that? This should work. You get little pieces like that one, little hairs. So I choose to pull them off. You can use a butane torch and you can take them off that way, but it's there all the way around. So I would rather just go ahead and give it a quick pull. Just like that. Now, that is Winnie the Pooh's body. It's all cleaned up and ready to go. I have already taken the other pieces and made sure that they were cleaned up just so that we can move on. Now, I had to make a spare arm because I wanted to show you something. But then I decided I don't need the spare arm because when this goes in, you're never going to see it anyway. But if you're using the butane torch, you need to be careful not to create holes. It will quickly melt right through, okay? So if you're, say, burning away the pattern that's left, or you're taking away a rough edge, or there is spider web coming off, be sure to go ahead and use your torch, but keep it nice and far back. Don't get it too close. You do not want to melt your character. So what are we going to do first? Well, first of all, I've already put the tongue and the eyes on because sometimes they can be very aggravating and take quite a while to get on there. So what I am going to do now is I am going to put his body on. We'll get his sweatshirt on there. It just fits in perfectly. All right. You just got to kind of give it a little twisty turn there until it slides right in like that. Then you're going to want to lift it out. Add some glue. I just use a bit of super glue. It doesn't take a lot. But the thing to remember when you're using this stuff is once it's in place, there's no forgiveness. So you want to get it in there. And then I just hold it for like 30 seconds. I'll count to 30 in my head or listen to something on YouTube or whatever while I'm putting these together so that I have some, something to do. So I just hold it there for just a few seconds. And now I will set it over there because now I am going to go ahead and I'm going to put our nose on to Pooh Bear. Oops. These things print up so beautifully, but they're so slippery. So I'm just doing a fit check because sometimes I need to trim an edge. And that is just fine with me. It's better to trim an edge than to keep reprinting the same piece only to discover that it's not going to fit even if you reprint. Whoops. So here we go. That should help us get it right in there. Yep. Okay. Now you could just leave it and hope that it never comes out. But if the grandkids decide to play with it, I would prefer to know that it's secure. So a little dab does not hurt. In it goes. Come on. Whoop, 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 whoop. Don't you know once you get the glue in there, nothing ever wants to go in the first time. And then what I'm going to do just to make sure is turn them upside down and hold them. Just for a few seconds, like I said. Now this is a free pattern. It came off of the Bamboo Maker Online. And I am not selling it. And I will not share the pattern with you. You need to just look for Winnie the Pooh. There are licensing rights involved, and I will not screw those up. So there we go. We've got that. Now, if you find yourself easily frustrated trying to put these pieces in, take a breath and just decide if you need them in there or if you just want to use a black marker, because sometimes that's just as easy, especially with these little wee pieces. You'll find that if you use or if you're experienced in paper piecing, this can be just as frustrating. But maintain your cool. Remember that there is two sides. Oh, and that, whoops, I need to turn them this way. Sorry, guys. I was trying to hold them so you can see, but I guess I need to see worse, right? Okay, I'm going to pause. I'm going to take a few minutes and get this in. You don't need to watch me struggle. And I will be right back. Okay, guys, it took me a couple of minutes, but I'm back. And as you can see, the eyebrows are in. Now, if I really had seriously not been able to do it, I would have just taken a black Sharpie and gone into them. But they're done. Our body is glued nice and tight. And now we can add our arms. they just fit right in our sleeve here. Just like, whoops. Telling you, once you get going, things just seem to have a mind of their own. So it fits in just like, oh no, is it this one on this side? Let's see. Ah, there we go. It'll fit in just like so. And there is a flat area there on this model, and it is so that the arm will line up. And Pooh Bear will hold tight. And that is why I said I could still use this arm rather than print a new one, because you're not going to see where a little bit of the plastic was melted away. There we go. Come on, Pooh. Apparently, he does not want to glue. I find that, and if somebody has any ideas, let me know. But I find that quite a bit when I use the silk instead of the PLA. I find that gluing can be a little more difficult for some reason. But I am just patient and persistent, and it gets the job done. I will hold it there, just like so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, just holding it there. I might have to find a different kind of glue to hold it. So just bear with me for 1 minute. I will grab my other glue. Okay guys, I am back. I have cleaned the old glue off of the arm and I've put it in place, and it took this one literally seconds to glue it where I wanted it. So that is good. Don't get me wrong, I love my bottle of super glue, but sometimes we need to try something else. And this was one of those times. I think because it is a silk. When I use my super glue with PLA, I have no issues. Now my super glue is a liquid, and this LePage Extreme Glue is not a liquid. It is a gel, and that seems to be working better for this project. And that is a good thing. That is all that I want. So I will get Pooh Bear's head on. There we go. His arms and everything are on. Now I'm just going to get the lid on this because it does give the warning that while you have fudge time, it will dry quickly into the opening of the tube. Okay, maybe, just maybe, I need, easy Pooh, don't be rolling away. I need some here to help it bond to itself. There we go. So 3D printing, well, it's great, and oh my goodness, the things that we can print with it are awesome. Sometimes you just gotta have more than a little patience. But you know what? It pays off in the end. I am so excited to show this to my daughter. She will love it for the new grandbaby. Um, let's see. So the grand, the upcoming grandbaby's brother, big brother, has uh, dinosaurs in his room, and of course, my granddaughter who lives here with us, we're a multi-family unit here. Um, she has all kinds of anime characters that I have printed, and her little brother, who lives here with us, Max, he he's not so much into the characters. They kind of like throw him off. So he has a couple of things on his wall that I did with chalk couture. And that's all fine too. I'm sure once he gets older, there is going to be requests for cars and dinosaurs and all those yummy good things that little boys love. So there we go, guys. It is that simple just to get a character together. So what did I use? I started with my tools and I removed my supports. Then I did a little bit of blowtorch work just to smooth things out. Then I used the super glue. This one is the liquid. Like I said, works great with PLA, does not seem to be a friend of the silks. So for the silk, I switched over to LePage Extreme Glue, and it seems to have worked fine. I want to remind you, no matter which of these glues you use, there isn't, with this one, there is no fudge time. Like once it glues, when it decides to glue, it glues. Like that's it, it's glued. But with this one, you have a little bit of room to wiggle a little bit. And by a little bit, I mean a hair's breadth. And then it's set also. So there we go, guys. It's that simple. Don't be afraid to print it out. Don't be afraid to use your tools. Snip a corner here, snip a corner there to make things fit, because I'll tell you, every machine is a little bit different. So while his fittings, the creator's fittings may have worked perfectly with his machine, they may just be a little different on mine, but they'll still work. I hope you guys have a great day. I want to let you know that there will be no video on Friday. I have real life interference with my schedule, but I will return next Tuesday. Until then, take care, and remember, I'll see you in whatever comes next. Bye.